What's going on? Am I live? What? No. Did the stream just get split? I saw things go bad. My chat was like, welcome to the chat room. And I was like, we've been chatting. Man, now my highlight's going to be split in two again. Why does stream do that? That was strange and unfortunate, but I guess we're fine now. Alright, so there's a little bit more talking, but we're basically almost at the end of the game now. In this playthrough, the only thing I need to do is, once we're in the epilogue back at May's house, all I need to do is just go to Greg and skip ahead to the final cutscene. I don't need to talk to anybody else that's outside or anything. So it should be over pretty quickly. Also, these conversations and ending dialogue are probably going to be a lot shorter because we've done a lot less storyline stuff throughout the game. How's stream doing now, by the way? We're all online and everything, right? Doesn't seem like anything's really cut out in terms of OBS. Like, it did the thing where it was giving me the red signal, indicating that stream was, like, down, but the timer for how long I've been live hasn't cut off or anything. Oh, that's where it cut off. What I was saying was that to summarize what's been going on at this point in the game, May tells her friend Lori later, if you talk to her in the epilogue, that May and her friends were almost killed by a death cult of conservative uncles. Conservative uncles is what it was. That is your answer. Alright, we're in the epilogue. Stars. I think I probably need to talk to May's mom first, right? I cannot just rush outside. I have to talk to Mom. Obligatory family meeting. That's strangely specific, but I guess it's just a joke at, I guess in the US is just kind of a thing of having like that one really crazy like racist uncle or something. Yeah, that's probably why that word in particular is used. We're talking about the cult. I think I saw like a thing on like maybe Reddit or like TV Tropes or something that was speculating about like May's father was also one of the coal miners in the town at one point. And people are intrigued by May's family's connection to this cult. Like this is kind of a more obscure thing that we kind of got at it like the first playthrough in the game, but May found a tooth just sitting in a box in her parents' attic. And the tooth thing seems to have a connection to some sort of cult or secret group that was founded in Possum Springs like generations ago. So there's speculation as to May's family's involvement in cult activities. But you know what's more important than cult activities? Tacos. And they deliver. Possum Springs isn't so bad after all. Taco Buck, they deliver. Burrito would disagree. Yeah. It would be great timing for Burrito to show up in today's stream. If she's around. I didn't realize until a couple days ago when she raided that I just didn't think to like follow her back. Not realizing that she streams herself. So when she raided me, I was like, wait a minute, you play... What the... What?! Vlad and Burrito, I think you two planned this. This was definitely planned. Definitely planned. Wait a minute. What if Vlad and Burrito Therapy are the same person? Just kidding, I've heard both your guys' voices and they don't sound the same at all. Definitely not the same person. Yeah, so with the topic, it's that we're at the end of Night in the Woods right now, and May just walked past a taco shop, and I said, "Oh, hey, Possum Springs isn't so bad. They have tacos." And then Vlad was like, "Burrito would disagree on tacos making this town good." But yeah, things are going well. As of today, I literally have 1 month left, or month, not even a month, a week left in the country. Grace and I both finished working today, so we had our last days at school and we're completely done going to work at this point. We're just left for a couple days of packing. But then beyond the packing though, I mean, we do get to spend a little bit of time in the Tokyo area before we fly out. So that's nice. We do both need to be careful because currently there are tens of thousands of COVID cases being confirmed in Tokyo and the surrounding areas daily. And then as soon as I mentioned, what are you guys doing tonight? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Every time the name of a friend of the show is dropped, that person shows up and they're like, "Hey," crazy. I think that all of you guys planned this. Like right before stream started, Vlad was like, Hey guys, I'm gonna show up to Digis PP stream. I'm gonna be there for like an hour, just like talking to him. But then I'll like suddenly name drop one person, and that'll cause that person to join the stream. And then that topic of conversation will cause Kyle to mention another person, and that person shows up, and it's gonna be like really fun. He's gonna be spooked, dude. But yeah, Grace is here. It's good to see you, Grace. Otsukare. You too. Grace, I haven't checked my phone since I started stream, but I hope you saw those nice pictures I took today. Friday evening sunsets. Here, I'm gonna click over and post a Grace Comfy emote too. There it is. I have it too. You cried. You cried at my sunset pictures? It was that moving? I mean, I guess I'm glad that I could take pictures that were so stunning that they moved you in such a way. I was just walking toward my running path, and I was like, ooh, that's a nice skyline. Let me take a photo of that. Alright, I mean, talking about moving sunset photos and the game ends, I mean, that works. Wasn't I talking about, like, poop or something at the end of the first playthrough? Or I was talking about farting or something like that. But there we go, that's the end of playthrough number 2. It's only a little bit past 10. It's Friday night, and I don't have work, so we can go ahead and work on those partial 3rd and 4th playthroughs and see if this achievement actually goes through, because I'm really concerned. Ooh, you know, on the topic of RPGs besides Genshin, it was a while ago before some of Grace's current viewership was watching, but Grace did play the Final Fantasy VII remake on her channel back in like 2020, early 2021. I got to watch her play it, and it was really cool because I don't have the means of playing that game right now. Yeah, as far as Western RPGs go, yeah, Skyrim is another one. Fable is an RPG, right? So it should count. It's a Western style RPG. Alright, so we're going to be back in the main menu screen, right? Oh, well, first charcoal. Oh, and there's our journal entry we need. Rip Casey with the photo of Greg and Angus. With the pizza! Yeah, I really enjoyed watching the Final Fantasy VII playthrough. That was when Grace was actually like pretty new to streaming at the time. She was still streaming from PlayStation for most of that playthrough, and it was also kind of a time where she was still kind of getting used to the idea of showing emotion on stream with some of the stuff that happens in that game. But toward the end of Final Fantasy VII, there was this weird thing that happened where the PlayStation's streaming service automatically blocked out certain cutscenes in the game that apparently is some anti-spoiler feature to prevent people from streaming spoilers too early after the game's release or something. So Grace ended up needing to borrow my capture card at the time, and that eventually led to her just buying her own capture card and allowed her to expand her streaming horizons a lot after that. To the Moon, yeah. Burrito, if you didn't know, I've streamed all of the To the Moon games except for Imposter Factory on my channel. This is also a while back. Like, To the Moon was at like the end of 2020 for me. And then Bird Story and the DLC, To the Moon DLC and Finding Paradise for like, I want to say spring of 2021. So it has been a while. I have played Imposter Factory. I played it the night of release, but haven't streamed it yet because BlazerGamer112, friend of the show, was streaming it on his channel. And I wanted to let him stream the game for like our group playthrough of it. You know, I want to check out something here. Another thing I've encountered with this game is that I think like the entire time I've played this, I've had some concept art that still remains locked for some reason. I'm wondering if I have it after all I've done. Oh, I do actually have every single concept art in the game at this point. There was one time when I had done quite a lot of stuff and I was like, why are things still missing? But it's probably beating Demon Tower with the good ending that unlocked some of the stuff that I was missing. Crusty sketches. Imposter Factory is really good too, and it was really satisfying to be able to play the game the night it came out. Like, it was like, with the way the time zones worked, it came out like, I think like midnight going into a Friday in my time, so I just went to work that Friday, got home from work, maybe like did whatever else I need to do that day, like exercise, eat dinner, whatnot, and then just sat down and played Imposter Factory in one sitting until I finished it. Alright, so let me check what I need to worry about in this playthrough. I'm just going to take the pig animatronic this time. Alright, so we're on partial playthrough. I just need to race my way to part 2, which is going to take a bit, but we'll get there. But yeah, To the Moon, Grace and I are huge fans. We actually, I mean, I got Grace into the series, but we both bought the Nintendo Switch Deluxe Edition of To the Moon, the physical copy, when it came out last year. So it came with a physical To the Moon cartridge for Nintendo Switch in the Nintendo Switch box, obviously. It came with a stuffed platypus plush from the To the Moon story, a keychain of the origami rabbit, which I have on my keys. Some River and Johnny keychains or pins, I think pins. And a bunch of other like physical merch for To the Moon. A poster, the soundtrack on CD, a bunch of stuff, and I'm bringing it all back with me. I haven't played One Shot myself, actually. BlazerGamer112 has played it on his channel, and I only watched like the first little bit of him playing it, but I definitely would like to play it at some point, because it's like one of Nick's favorite games now, and he keeps encouraging me to play it. And I do have access to a digital copy of it from one of the itch.io bundles that I have. So I do have One Shot and want to play it at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it because I know it's like several hours long. So yeah, in conclusion, sometime. One Shot. I really don't remember anything about the story of One Shot at all. I just remember some of the more meta stuff that happens with the interface of that game. But that's all I remember. So if I did play it myself, it would basically be a blind playthrough. I'm really not familiar with the story of the game at all. And the copy that I do have access to is the PC version of the game. Yeah, I never did get around to playing my actual copy of the To the Moon physical. At one point, I intended on playing it because I've already streamed To the Moon before. But if I was going to play the cartridge, I would just keep my Nintendo Switch on the Japanese language setting, and I would stream the Japanese translation of the game and like play it and live translate it for everyone. Because I've done that for other games before too. And I have played the Japanese version of To the Moon on my own time before, and they did do a really good job of the translation and like getting the personalities of the characters across and like the emotion of the story. Alright, May shows her journal for the first time. You know, Grace, I don't know if you ever saw, but there was that one limited time Neil Watts plush that came out. I had thought about whether I should order one or not, but I think I'll pass on that one, I guess. As far as stuff that requires pre-orders to get them excited about, like one of my favorite bands is reissuing one of their records on vinyl sometime very soon, so that's one thing I'm definitely setting my sights on that I'll make sure to get. That's completely unrelated. I'm just naming something that comes out soon that I'm excited for, that I want to order. Maybe I should order the Neil plush, though. Maybe I should. Maybe if it's... I'll have to check how long that pre-order goes until... and if I should go for it. You just talk to Mom, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a consideration. I just had to see how long the pre-order goes for and how much it costs to buy one of those plushes. At least as far as things go, like now, even if the cost is kind of steep for the plush, if I'm ordering from the US and getting it shipped to an address in the US, it's not going to be anywhere near as bad as shipping stuff from the United States or Canada to Japan. Because that To the Moon bundle was a little bit pricey for us, just because of, like, however much extra money was included in shipping. So right now we're just rushing ahead to meet Greg on the first day, get through part 1 as quickly as possible, so we can get to the first Greg hangout in part 2. And then After we take home one of the animatronic heads, we will erase the save and fucking do it again. And that will be the end of the journal grind. I hope I get the darn achievement. But there's a possibility that the achievement is just a spook. I don't suppose I like already have the achievement by chance. I mean, I would have seen if I got it, right? Just look at my guide real quick. First I'm getting pig, then rabbit. Let's see, nope, still 30 out of 31 achievements. Crazy. Can you believe it? Greg rules, okay? Alright, I guess I can play the bass songs like an actual earnest attempt, and I'll play with the controller for the extra challenge. I mean, these early first couple songs aren't bad at all on bass, so... Man, how many times have I seen these early cutscenes lately? This is what, the fourth time? Because I had to reset a playthrough during the first attempts. Thank you, lag. Just what I needed. Pretty good. I'll take it. Alright, I think we get to play Weird Autumn as well before we get to the animatronic thing. So we have to play one more song. I guess twice. You'll be hearing each of those songs once more. Alright, Krusty. What? No, I didn't. I don't want this, dude. I don't want the slice. I'll friend put these slices over here. I want a slice, dude. I don't want a slice. I want crust, dude. You guys can have the slices. I don't need those, dude. Make you reach for them. There, now Greg has to reach for them. I'm just gonna take the crust. Krusty. Oh, Greg can't even reach any hero. Oh, okay, here's your slice. Oh, except Angus stole it. And what? Greg, have a pizza. Have pizza. How am I supposed to eat your crust if you don't even get pizza? Dude, take a slice. Dude, you can have this one too. And you can have this one. Don't tell me I have to actually eat a slice, dude. I just want the crust, dude. I just wanted the crust. Greg, I offered you 3 slices. And all you had to do in return was give me the crust. Alright, here. Well, while we're here at this arm, let's go for roach percent again. I got the roach last time. Let's see if we can get 2 for 2. Where's that roach? Where's that fucking roach? There's the fucking roach. Dude, get back here, roach. Dude, get back here. Dude, this fucking roach. This fucking... Dude, this freaking roach have a freaking... Oh my god, dude. Dude, it's fucking roach. Dude, this thing is freaking ninja roach. Oh my god, did you see that swerve, dude? I didn't get the roach. Crazy. Alright, maybe next time. Jeez, that roach. I almost got it like 5 times, but it kept swerving. Ninja roach. Oops. Right, so tomorrow, full day number 2 is the part where I had to fix the laptop, and I think day 3 is the party. I guess there is a bunch of stuff before the Greg story quest. It would be nice if I could do that copy the save file trick, but like I said, that doesn't seem to work in my current build of the game. Every tip that I've seen explaining how to copy your save data seems to have a different file structure for the game than what the current version of the game has. Alright, we just ignore Mom. But we can't ignore this dude right here. Alright, so I think the idea here is to talk to Greg first and then go to the video store and then the apartment. Oh, whoops. I was thinking like, oh, it's the start of the next day. Let's go talk to B and go to the party. But we kind of need to go to bed first if the party is tomorrow. So can't get too ahead of things here. I'm just speed running the game so fast that it'll already be tomorrow by the time I walk out the door, even if I haven't gone to bed yet. Alright, head back home. Oh, alright, here's the major decision of the game. I think this time we'll go for taco percent. I want tacos every day, all day. Oh wait, if Burrito Therapy is still watching, this could be a conflict of interest though. Maybe I should say no tacos. Maybe we should go for no tacos. Also, we have like a storm going on outside right now. It's getting really windy outside. The weather today has been really on and off. It was like a little bit rainy in the morning and then cloudy-ish and then heavily raining and then like very sunny from like 3 p.m. And now in the late evening it's like super windy and about to pour again, I think. Japan has just gotten kind of ridiculous with the rainy season this year, where at first it was so sunny throughout June that people were declaring there was no rainy season at all this year, basically. But then the rain came back in like early, mid-July. And basically the weather has been more or less terrible for like my last couple weeks in Japan, which is unfortunate. Or terrible weather in the area I actually live in, at least. When I've ventured out of town, it's generally been alright in other areas. Alright, the party. Who is Rain? I don't recall her. She was this person who usually comes into chat around June until like early to mid-July and then leaves and come back the next year. But this time I never saw her throughout June and I was like kind of confused. But then she just showed up in chat at the start of July and just hasn't left yet. You should call her? Okay, hold on. Let me just reach behind me. Hey, Rain. You want to join Twitch chat? Okay, probably shouldn't let Rain blow into my apartment. I don't think well, maybe Rain wants to join my Twitch chat, but I don't think I want Rain to join my Twitch chat. Great, so we don't even live that far off from each other, but you always make it sound like we live in like completely different areas. Like the other day when I was like, "Oh, it's finally sunny out," and you were like, "There's no sun out here," and I was like, I literally just stepped outside my apartment, looked up at the sky, and took a picture of the sun shining through the clouds, and I was like, "This is sun. I found it." And you're like, "OMG, crying." Not that last part. That was just today. I'm not even paying attention well enough. May said I need another drink like 3 times, and I just kept hitting the button. Yeah, I think with the part of the U.S. I'm returning to, the rain won't be that long and showing up like daily again in my life. That's right, we have to dream here too. If I can just rush through this, I don't even need to like break anything with the bat until I get to the end. Alright, part 2. Okay, I need to refill my water real quick, so I'll be back in a moment. I'll just let May sleep in a little bit longer, and then I will be back, and we can hopefully continue until we finish everything we need for the journal sketches, which will include resetting a playthrough and doing all of this all over again. But I'll be right back. Alright, May has slept in long enough. Back to the adventure. Alright, so now we can go straight to the Snack Falcon. One of the things we need to do to actually get these, the sketches of the robot heads. I need to escape a conversation with Selmers here. When we get the robot heads, I do actually need to play out the rest of the, oh, whoops, I actually read the poem. I do need to play out the rest of the Greg storyline quest, so it's not just that you choose the robot head, you also have to do that little stressful minigame about carrying it up the stairs. So hopefully I don't make mistakes on that again. Because if I do, it'll spook everyone. Oh right, we got plot wall by Germ. That's a thing. You can't run past him. Germ just said your name is May. That's an okay name. It's kind of amazing to insult somebody by giving them like an average assessment of like a trait or their name. Oh, whoops, I need to actually initiate band practice. Okay, Weird Autumn, right? I almost had that. Pretty good. Never a pretty much perfect evaluation. Alright, so we need to hang out with Greg. Commit crimes. Crimes. Oh, crimes. Right, so having to repeat the same quest over and over again means that we have to keep running into So fucking Steve Janka. Steve. Hanzai Banzai. I like the way Steve walks. He has kind of a strange walk where his legs are like really far in front of him when he takes steps. It's like he's leaning back while walking. Maybe it'll be noticeable again the next time we walk down those stairs. Alright, so we're just taking these heads in their order from left to right throughout these playthroughs. So, last playthrough we took the frog on the left. This time we just need to take the pig on the middle. PC yourself into traffic, Steve. Go legally brain dead. Alright, pig head. Oh wow, is that oh wow from May's insult to Steve? Alright, I am very tired and drowsy right now, but I need to have the precision to carry this box up the stairs. Yeah, Grace, actually I think that this one cutscene with like all this banter between May, Greg, and Steve is the one time that that Mami and Mocha were and Hyper like Hitsune were in chat. And she was commenting on like all the insults between the two of them, where she like posted in the chat, she was like, oh my god, so violent. It's kind of a funny time for them to tune into the game. Alright, here we go. Alright, stressful game, stressful game. Alright, stressful game. That was it, right? Okay. If you fail that with like a wrong input or pressing one of the directions when it's on the stop sign, then you get this really crazy animation of Greg falling all the way down the stairs. Which is funny to see once, but also makes this a very stressful game. That's right, the pierogi throws too. It's part of this. I tried. I got 2 in a row though, to start with. How did that miss? Okay, that was like right on his forehead. Terrible aim with that one. And that one too. This started so well. To the point that it could only get worse. To Funkiest Monkey is still here. I got the achievement! What? How did I not have it before? I thought I had all the robots. Why did I not have the achievement before? Did it have to do with the language? Was it because of like the Japanese? Is that like what threw it off before? Because we got the 3rd robot head in Japanese, I think. Maybe. Or the 2nd and 3rd was something like that. What? The pig gave me the achievement. I have all achievements in Night in the Woods. After playing this game for 135 hours. I got the achievement. Also, what is the timing on that? Just, oh hey, Funkiest Monkeys here, I got the achievement! I don't even need to... Oh my god, dude, that's so funny. That's so funny. Because what was just about to happen is that I'm like really tired and drowsy and it's getting late. And I was commenting on Funkiest Monkey being here, and I was literally just about to say, okay, I'm just going to end it there, and we're going to do the next playthrough next time because I'm too tired to continue for another like hour. But I got the achievement! Dude. Like, I've had Night in the Woods, I think, on Steam since like 2018 or something. Maybe 2017. But couldn't play it at that time because the laptop I was using couldn't run the game well. But then I first started actually playing this game on this laptop at like the end of 2019 and put 135 hours into it and got the achievement that the developers don't even have. So for those who can't, like, you know, I can't show you guys what this looks like. Actually, what do I mean I can't show you? I can just take a screenshot of it and then show it on stream. Night in the Woods 100. Let's see. You know, I'm just gonna be like obnoxious and literally just put it right over the gameplay, right over the game capture. We just adjust that, and there you go. You've unlocked all achievements, 31 out of 31. Seriously, all sketches. We made the game and have never gotten this. Wow. I got the achievement! Alright, well, there it is. It's actually the end of stream, but it's not end of stream because I have to start another playthrough on a day when I'm not tired. I actually got the achievement! Grace, Emoto's going to be so excited for this too. Emoto was bummed that she hasn't been able to watch the recent Night in the Woods gameplay, and here I was thinking I might not even be able to get the achievement because it could be glitched or something. It might not be working. I think the language thing actually was the issue here, though, is the interesting thing. Because I was definitely getting all these animatronic heads at one point or another throughout this Japanese playthrough, because when I did the Japanese playthrough in like 2020, I got one of the animatronic heads. It was like the rabbit or something, or the pig. Because we confirmed 100% when we were like setting this up, like way back on one of the earlier English language playthroughs, we took one of the animatronics. It might have been the frog or something. And then in the first Japanese playthrough, I took one of the other ones. And then having confirmed the two I had gotten across those two playthroughs, I reset and grabbed a third animatronic head and I was all bummed. I was like, why don't I have the achievement yet? Why isn't it working? So I think the language you play the game in actually does matter. Like, we couldn't just do some playthroughs in English and then do some in Japanese and have it work. Like, you have to get all of the sketches in the game in English or all the sketches in the game in Japanese, and that's the only way to make it work. Changing the language actually does affect the game's files and records to the point that you won't be able to unlock the achievement by manipulating the language setting like that. But I got the achievement! Alright, so that'll be the end of tonight's stream. And special for a day like today, I got the achievement! On the last day of work, too! How crazy is that? Dude, I beat Night in the Woods for the first time ever on Nintendo Switch in late 2019 while I was away from work on winter vacation, and now I 100% completed the entire game on the day that work is over. Crazy. Alright, so I'm going to look for somebody to raid tonight. Who is live at the moment? late on this Friday evening. Oh, Barnaby is live. We can raid Barnaby. Yeah, on my list of people who are streaming right now, Barnaby is the one I would like to raid the most. Let's see. He's only been streaming for a half hour or so, and he's just chatting right now. So I guess he is just starting off his stream with chatting. He also has that one Pokemon interface on Twitch where like every user in chat has a Pokemon running around. That's cool. Frapp has that feature on her streams as well, and I became a Magikarp on her stream. All right, so we're gonna raid Barnaby James. Well, I guess I can say thank you everybody watching. I don't think tonight is going to be my last stream like during my entire time in Japan. I can probably squeeze one more in. It won't be on. I think if I do stream again, I could squeeze something in on Sunday evening. I don't even know what game I play. I don't know about that Tales of the Neon Sea game because I don't know if I'll be able to finish it within 2 more sessions, and I don't want to try to finish that game and have it go to waste by not being able to finish it. So we might just leave that game unfinished at the moment, I guess. And I can just think of some fun little send-off game for all this. But maybe I could stream on like Sunday or Monday. On Tuesday night is the night before Grace and I are heading out, and I need to actually return my wireless router that day by like packaging it up and leaving it at a convenience store to be shipped away. So Tuesday is definitely off limits because I will have to like disconnect my own internet at the time, and therefore won't have internet in the late evening with which to stream. But I'll try to squeeze one more thing in. It could be like a nice little send-off stream for the end of this this chapter of life in Japan. Barnaby just switched to a different game. I think is he playing Fall Guys? Is that what this is? That it looks like Fall Guys to me. I believe this is Fall Guys. Anyway, we're going to raid Barnaby James with the message. I got the achievement. that is the the raid message for tonight. I'll have to get a clip of the moment that I realized that the achievement was unlocked. I was so shocked. That was the last thing I was expecting to happen. Like, I really thought I was just gonna end stream all drowsy and being like, "Guys, I'm too tired. I can't continue. We're playing the game another time." But then I got the achievement. So we're gonna raid Barnaby James. Raid Barnaby James. It jumps for James. This channel is intended for mature audiences. So Barnaby James is playing Fall Guys. He's nice. We actually first came across his channel when I was playing Wonder Song on stream, which, how interesting is it that Wonder Song is the game that brought like so many new people to the channel? That's also how we met Burrito Therapy as well, because she's a fan of the game. Oh, you clipped it. Thank you. You can whisper that to me if you haven't already. But we met Burrito through that game. We met Barnaby through that game, and I think at least a couple others. Over just, this obscure little indie adventure game, but it's a nice game made for nice people. So it only makes sense that we met cool people from playing that game. Anyway, we are going to raid Barnaby James. Raid message. I got the achievement. Thank you, everybody. Good night. I'll see everybody soon for some sort of fun send-off stream. And it's crazy that this like chapter of life is ending so soon. But I hope we can have one little send-off, and then only time will tell what the future holds for Digis BB. But we'll figure it out. Good night, everybody. The raid message we need to like raid right now. Good night, everybody. Got the achievement. Bye. Good night.